Hello everyone, welcome back to the AEC Studio. In our previous lesson, we discussed speaking skills and learned how effective speaking helps us express our thoughts with clarity and confidence. Today, we will move to the third component of LSRW, that is, reading skills. Reading is much more than recognizing written words. It is an active process of understanding, interpreting, analyzing, and connecting ideas. Strong reading skill improves academic performance, increase knowledge, expand vocabulary, and develop critical thinking. Let's begin. What is reading? Reading is the process of understanding written or printed information by recognizing words and interpreting their meaning. Effective reading involves identifying important ideas, understanding vocabulary in context, connecting new information with prior knowledge, analyzing and evaluating the content, drawing conclusion based on evidence. In simple words, reading is the ability to understand and learn from written language. Now, importance of reading skills. Reading plays an essential role in education and daily life. It helps us gain knowledge and information, improve vocabulary and language skills, develop critical and analytical thinking, enhance imagination and creativity, perform better in examinations, stay informed about current events, improve writing and communication skills. People who read regularly often become better learners and more effective communicators. Types of reading. Different situations require different reading techniques. So, the first one here is skimming. Skimming means reading quickly to understand the main idea or overall message without focusing on every detail. For example, reading newspaper headlines before selecting an article. Second one is scanning. Now, scanning means searching for a specific information such as dates, numbers, names, or keywords. For example, looking for a train departure time in the timetable, that is you are just scanning. Okay. Intensive reading. This involves reading carefully to understand details, grammar, vocabulary, and meaning. Students often use intensive reading while studying textbooks. Then the fourth one is extensive reading. Extensive reading involves reading longer texts for general understanding and enjoyment, such as novels, magazines, or biographies. It helps build fluency and vocabulary naturally. Elements of good reading. To become an effective reader, focus on these elements: vocabulary, understanding word meaning. This improves comprehension. Now, concentration. Reading with full attention helps retain information. Then is comprehension. The goal is not just to read words but to understand ideas. Then comes critical thinking. Readers should evaluate arguments and identify facts and opinions. Then is speed and accuracy. Like, good readers maintain a balance between reading quickly and understanding correctly. There are some barriers to effective reading also. So many learners face challenges while reading. Some common barriers include limited vocabulary, lack of concentration, reading too fast without understanding, reading word by word instead of in meaningful groups, distractions in the environment, lack of interest in the topic. Recognizing these barriers is the first step toward overcoming them. So, now tips to improve reading skills. Here are some practical ways to become a better reader. So, first one is read daily. Develop regular reading habit, even if it is only 20 minutes. Choose different materials, read books, newspapers, journals, magazines, and online articles. Learn new vocabulary. Keep a notebook or unfamiliar words and use them in the sentences. Then read actively, ask questions while reading, and summarize key points afterward. Highlight important ideas, underline keywords, and make notes for revision. Reduce distraction. Read in a quiet environment where you can concentrate. Practice skimming and scanning. Use different reading strategies depending on your purpose. Reading comprehension is Now, reading comprehension means you understanding the meaning of a passage and being able to answer questions about it. Good comprehension includes identifying the main idea, recognizing supporting details, understanding the author's purpose, making logical inferences, sorry, drawing appropriate conclusions. Classroom example can be: imagine two students preparing for an examination. The first student reads every sentence without understanding the key ideas. The second student highlights important points, notes unfamiliar words, summarizes each section, and reviews the material regularly. Which student is more likely to perform well? Clearly, the second student, because active reading leads to better understanding and retention. Benefits of good reading habits: regular reading helps you think more critically, improve concentration, build confidence in learning, strengthen speaking and writing skills, become a lifelong learner. Reading is not only an academic skill but also a habit that supports personal and professional growth. Let us quickly recap today's lesson. We learned the meaning of reading skills, the importance of reading, different types of reading, elements of effective reading, common barriers, practical tips for improvement, reading comprehension strategies. So remember, reading is not about finishing pages quickly. It is about understanding ideas, expanding knowledge, and developing the ability to think critically. The more you read, the stronger your language skills become. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we will explore writing skills and learn how to organize ideas, write clearly, and communicate effectively through written language. Until then, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing. Happy learning.